Hello, you beautiful legends, and welcome to one of the couple of last episodes of Blunt Force Healing podcast, or at least the first phase of this podcast, and the project itself that started almost 3 years ago. It's an update for 7th of June. It's Saturday, and because this project is meant to be a journal and a daily update about whatever happens in the area, in our life, in my life, whatever, and I was able to manage it for so long, almost 1,000 days. We are nearing that, so the first phase of the project will end up on day 1000, and I think it's a day 993 or something like that, so we are literally a week away from closing on. It was a great learning exercise. It was a great way to have some daily habit or routine, to write a blog post and then record the podcast episode like this one. From the learning perspective, it was a great thing to improve on confidence in front of the camera, a bit of concise approach to speaking about things. I wasn't editing much in the videos. Most of them were recorded in one go, like this one probably, so not much editing except for the episodes where I was adding the drone footage, or I actually constructed the whole episode from drone footage, which happened a couple of times, especially when we were on vacation. So you can check, for example, our last trip to Portugal, where I believe I created 2 or 3 episodes like that. But other than this, it was a natural, recorded in one go, as genuine and authentic type of videos as possible. So today's update is pretty straightforward. I don't expect much to happen today. It's our regular Saturday deployment of the sauna. It's probably boring for those of you who already follow me for a while, but for those of you that don't, or you are new to the channel, this is the barrel style sauna that I'm towing behind me, and I'm going about 10 miles to the beach that I can actually drive onto if the tide is right and the sand is hard enough that I can actually drive onto it. And basically people book their sessions and they can heat up in the sauna, go to the ocean, to the Atlantic Ocean for a dip, and then come back to the sauna to heat themselves up again, depending on what length of a slot they book. So they book either half an hour or the full hour, 60-minute session, and this is their slot in time. They can do as many in and outs within that time as they see fit. And it's great at times it's very quiet, and this is exactly the update for today. It's very quiet. I think I have one booking at the moment for 1 hour session in the evening. So I'm going a bit later because I allowed myself to open a bit later since there was no interest in the morning, and sort things out, some groceries to make sure that we have everything in place. So Ella and Julian, they stayed at home, my wife and my son, and I'm going just myself to operate the sauna at Rasnala Beach, and we'll see how it goes. I don't expect much. Sometimes these days are really, really quiet. It's on Saturdays it was usually fairly busy, but there were quiet Saturdays. I think one of them was not that long ago. It was very quiet and almost dead. But yeah, this this Saturday seems very quiet based on the bookings. There might be walk-ins, weather is getting drier and there might be more people coming in onto the beach, maybe with the intention of swimming, and going to the sauna will be a complementary option for them. But I manage my expectations and see it as almost like a write-off. I still see it beneficial because when I go, and even if there's not many clients, I do a lot of stuff that I have a backlog of, so I can always use that time for something beneficial. But even a friend of ours that has second sauna in the area, he said that it's very quiet at the moment and it's very slow start to the weekend. And I expect that it might be the whole weekend like this, because this is nearing the end of school year and kind of, study. People are having exams. Parents are wrapping up a lot of things in their businesses or in their jobs to get ready for their holidays in end of June or in July. So it is quite a turbulent time. It's always, as they say, feast or famine for these type of businesses. And in general in business, you have business where sometimes it's fairly good, sometimes it's dead. There are businesses that are more steady, but again, it all depends on the style of business. And ours is in the holiday location, so you can imagine that if it's a holiday, then obviously we have plenty of people booking in. If it's not, then we depend highly on people that are either in the area or not far from us, or ones that come in for the weekends and stuff. So I took both drones this time because it seems like it's not very windy, so it might be good to train with the Avata 2, the other FPV drone that I have. So we'll see if that's possible, but I'm going for a fairly relaxing, hopefully, day. And if you are one of the customers for some reason and you're listening to this podcast and you're in the area, this is a perfect opportunity to get the quiet time, relaxing time for yourself, because even if you book a standard shared seat for the sauna, it will almost feel, or maybe feel like a private session anyway, due to the fact that it's quiet. So yeah, not much else to do. Probably we'll do some evening walk together as a family with Ella and Julian once I come back. But for now, that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a great rest of the day wherever you are on this beautiful planet. Stay tuned and see you again tomorrow.